Let's see if we get this notification. But now y'all, like, I'm hearing that. Who can I run to build this empty space? Who can I run to when I need love, sweet love? Yeah. Who can I run to? Yes. When I need love. Who can I run to? Yes. Who that? That's what I hear, y'all. So the devil promised them it all and took it all back. The warnings they feel is for you is really for them. Okay? And you're stirring things up. Okay? You stirring up the pot. Okay, so I got a pre-pull already because I did a message. Okay? That is going to premiere tomorrow. So make sure y'all hit y'all notifications. Okay? Reclaiming your throne. The shadow and the light unite. Okay? A message of Sophia. Okay? So check that out. Now, and it was crazy because this came out right at the ending of the message that I just gave to premiere tomorrow, right? On this channel. I have 3 videos set for premiere for tomorrow on all 3 of my channels. Okay? Tarot Town, For the Love of Virgo, and The Psychic Mystique. Okay? So tap in with your girl for the first time out of space. Sit back, relax, buckle up, join the tribe, the royal vibes. Thank you for all your likes, share, and subscribe. We will survive. All right? So I have some channel message that I want to get into, but I'm going to wait till a couple of y'all tap into this message. I already know it's a couple of watchers already watching. You know what I'm saying? But as you guys come in, make sure you double tap the screen, like the live, okay? Support the channel, okay? I'm hearing they wrote a check that they asked came cash, okay? They want to give you their karma. They want to give you their addictions. Yeah. Ancestor message, the number 4. You're the completion. Bringing everything together. Okay? Thank you for the love. So let's get into this message, okay? Let's get into the reason why they signed this contract, okay? Let's get into the reason why they signed this contract, okay? Signed this contract because they saw you as competition with the 5 of Wands. They felt they weren't as gifted or powerful or psychic as you, 131 in the chat. So they felt they had to go to the devil to read, to receive gifts and abilities. Now the devil is taking it all back because you've taken your power back. And they have to resort to stealing and not citing their source because of fear of embarrassment. And then I heard God say, forgive yourself and move on with your life. Stop trying to make something fit you weren't meant to wear. It's like, for an example, you don't wear a medium, or you're not a medium. You feel me? You're not a medium. You're a 2X, which there's nothing wrong with that. Just wear your size and be proud of it. Stay in your lane. Stay in your rank. All right? I'm hearing Shaba rank. Shaba. Okay? A lot of Caribbean energy. Okay? Yeah, tap in with your girl. Okay, it's your favorite hood psychic, Lulu the Guru. All right? So that's the reason why they signed this blood contract. They saw you as competition. They wanted your gifts. Okay? Their gifts don't come from source. Okay? But it was temporary. Yeah. They were followers, not leaders. Yeah. And now they're fighting amongst themselves. Okay? These groups, these covens, whatever you want to call it. So let's get the psychic aura so we can tap more into this energy. What I tell you. Conspiracy. This is not a conspiracy. This is the truth. Okay? We're not making this up. Yeah, look, on the split. On the split. Taking it all back. Blood contract. They tried to use you as a sacrifice. Crooked. Crooked. Tried to harvest your what? Energy through blood rituals. But you a real psychic. They thought, oh, as long as it's odorless and non-visible, we can just put this in their vents, put this in there. Any type of way. God works in mysterious ways. Look, transfer, energy transfer, destiny swap, reverse. Okay, return to sender. Told you God works in mysterious ways. They wanted to swap destinies with you. I told you they wanted you to have their addictions. Okay, they wanted you to have their toxins, their viruses. Okay, their mental and emotional instability, their misfortune, their chaos. Look, what I tell you, witches and warlocks. Yeah, the warning they feel is for you is really for them. And now you remember. And now you see these cults and covens. Yeah, in the tarot community. Yeah, look at, they're in debt. Look, they're indebted to these demons that they've been working with. I told you, look, Caribbean, look, foreign, okay? Trying to tell you I'm not making this up. Y'all saw me shuffle. Yep. God works in mysterious ways. Yep. That 5 against 1 energy. I heard a story from a wise man, and he said he went to apply for a job, and he was a cook, and he interviewed, and they was like, okay, we'll give you a test trial. We can't really hire on people right now, but you know, they were moved by his situation or his story. He was a young man. He went in there and he did 5 people's jobs at once. Okay? You get in there and you get it done. And they were like, okay, well, since y'all want to sit there, argue and lollygag and play around, they fired all the rest of these workers, and he got a raise. God bless you too, soft little things, okay? I'm hearing the softest place on earth. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. The softest place on earth. Yeah. Yeah, they see now that you are who you say you are. And that is a reoccurring message here for the collective here. Yeah, something about your voice. You could be a recording, or you could do voiceovers or something like that could be significant here. Okay? And maybe they wanted your voice. They wanted to silence you. Okay? If you don't want to show your face, you know, put something on wax. Somebody has some type of recording, some type of record, okay, or evidence. Okay? It's some type of policy. Look, somebody had an insurance policy on your life. Look, they put their life on the line, and that's what the devil is coming to collect. These evil, wicked entities and whatever like that. They weren't able to collect, so now they're in debt. Okay? They promised them your soul, your power, your gifts in exchange for your soul, in exchange for your powers and gifts, or something like it here. But how could the devil give you something that he didn't create? Okay? But then again, the light and the dark are the same. But that's only one element. They didn't have the light confirmation. Heard the dogs barking? They didn't have the light. He was innocent. Okay? Look at casting out demons. You don't like casting demons out. Whatever they were sitting. Oh, you hear the dog? Check on my window. Lord. Look, that's why they trying to, the agents of Satan. And the spiritual warfare, did y'all feel, man, a lot of y'all who are awakeners, you awakened and now you're called to awaken others. Okay, and I talked about this in my last video, but I don't want to get too much into it. The one that's going to premiere, I'm trying to tell you, tap into that message. Okay, look, they get a bad luck and bad karma. This is what's being delivered to them. This is the only thing they're about to receive. Okay? All they need is unconditional love. Okay? You survived. You're a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop up. Okay? These people who are signing contracts to unalive people for fame, power, and recognition, try to tell you, they try to give you something here. They try to bind you. They try to put you in some type of illusions because you are a real prophet. Look, rich and powerful. I'm not making this a big 33 energy master. You are a real prophet. Okay? They signed a contract to make people think that they were a real prophet, but all they really wanted was money and power. Hey, Gigi. All they really wanted was money and power. Okay? And you refused to sign a contract if your soul had to be sold. I'm trying to tell you, it's a lot of homosexuals. I have nothing against homosexuality, but it's a lot of homosexual cults, males, targeting divine feminine energy. I'm trying to tell you, the spiritual warfare was so high last night. It was crazy. It was crazy. But I'm a psychic alchemist. Look at resurrection. You're back. Ancient bloodlines. They're resurrected. Wow. That's what it is. How? How could you destiny swap? You can't take this person's genetic makeup. It's almost like somebody was like, had a AB blood type. How can you make your blood type O negative? Oh yeah, check out that O negative message I just gave. Okay? I feel like a lot of my messages have like, they're in relation to each other. Okay? It's like part 1, part 2, part 3. You know what I'm saying? There's levels. And somebody wanted you addicted to them. So, yeah, they wanted to keep you asleep. Confirmation. They wanted to keep you asleep. Somebody wants to give you a gift too. Okay? I don't feel like anything is bad in regards to this, but somebody is doing something here. And I don't know if I like it very much. But you know, right now you're coming to awakening, so you're under high spiritual attack. So the devil is going to these witches and warlocks, like they want you to second guess your intuition here. So just staying prayed up that God keeps you, dissolves any illusions, okay? Over this live, over this message. And I set that attention that all illusions will be dissolved, okay? From any of these messages, past, present, or future, okay? Yep. Dream surfing, that's what they're doing, okay? Trying to send you bad dreams, okay? So you think something is attacking you or this person, okay? Whatever God sent you, okay? Yeah, it's like they're committed to this. Yeah. See? Innocent, angel, found not guilty. These agents of Satan. They're not telling the truth. That they tried to poison you, okay? But you're psychic and you already know that these people are trying to cover up their tracks. Okay? Trying to frame somebody else. That's what it is. Tampering with evidence. Yep. And you can see it because you astral project. You have a lot of psychic gifts and abilities that maybe some of you are not aware of at this time, but they are being activated. Something about orbs, okay? You got a lot of orbs around you, okay? Spirits, angels. You're the healer of your bloodline. These gifts are eternal, okay? They never left. They've always been in you. You just had to awaken to them, okay? I feel like somebody also wants to resurrect something with you, okay? Bring something back. This is a weird energy right here, though. Somebody feels like you're the devil. They try to cast you out as the devil or as wicked. But resurrection, God's resurrect. You're not a devil. You're not a demon. You're a God. Point blank, period. You're royal. Okay? And I feel like you're exposing. Let me see. We're going to get more confirmation on this. Yeah, this is an insurance policy. Yeah, this could be somebody like that follows you too. They're trying to destiny swap with you. Okay, this could be another reader too. That's why I'm picking that up heavy. Hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Hey. It's starting to get hot. Look, false light, mark of the beast. They start to feel these side effects. The karma is weighing heavy on them. I feel like their desperate times calls for desperate measures is also what I'm picking up. I literally opened the cards back to the mark of the beast. This is crazy. They've been marked and they're getting some type of bad karma. They tried to cover something up here. These spells. Oh, it wasn't me. Somebody's like, oh, it wasn't my idea. Now they're blaming each other. Yeah. They tried to open up a portal to resurrect Satan or the Antichrist or some weird shit like that. Okay? They thought that you would use your gift to help them. Yeah, but you're an ascended master. I told you, stay in your own lane, your own rank. And now they're overindulging, suffering from addiction, spreading disease to the community. Trying to come for your children or just children in general. Look, I can't make it up. I can't make this shit up, y'all. Even if I try. So I'm not trying to invoke paranoia, but there could be some type of gas. This is giving me cabin in the woods energy. There could be some type of gas that is being pushed out. So I've been always looking at this. Look, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. And plus, I need to go turn the because I get hot and cold. Like I've been getting hot and cold, and I feel like when I channel, I get hot, and then when I stop channeling, I get cold. So I got to keep on turning the heater on. So you see this thing right here? They have shit in your house, but it never works. Nothing works. It's not doing nothing. But I feel like, like these type of things when you're asleep, remember on Cabin in the Woods and they push that odorless gas? Somebody been watching Cabin in the Woods. It's like that you're being watched. It's like a fucking experiment. Like it's for fun. It's for fun for these people with money. It's like when you're sleeping, it's like they're pushing this odorless, non-visible gas. Okay, this could actually just be the Cabin in the Woods. I'm trying to tell you. It'd be something like that. But, and on my wall it says, "Simply safe, you're safe though." Yeah. That's why it feels weird. It's almost like it's an experiment. It's like that. Why are you fucking? So like you're doing it to people in other countries, or you know what I'm saying? Experimenting with your own people before you go take this out there, or what's going on? Like for real, what's really going on? Okay. Somebody could odorless, non-visible gas while you're sleeping though. While you're sleeping though. Because how would you know? Yeah, to try to torture you mentally, emotionally, to make you afraid. So you will stop speaking the truth. You remember that? You feel me? Exactly. I just want to, yeah, to keep you from, to make you forget. To make you forget. And a lot of these people, they sold their souls. They had other doctors. They had a doctor. Okay, I've been picking up on Easy E energy. Okay, and I know for a fact. Okay, somebody infected some type of the IV. Okay, point blank period. Okay, to cash out on somebody's insurance policy. Okay, somebody's like, "Oh, you know too much. You're a loose end." A lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't want to do this no more." But you signed the blood oath. You signed the contract. You can't. The only way is by death. That's the only way you exit confirmation. So the 15th, May the 5th, ain't that Cinco de Mayo? Somebody could be born 1981 to 1985. Okay, it is May 13, 2025, Tuesday. That was confirmation right there. Yeah, you can't leave, you signed a contract. So I feel like somebody wanted to leave when they found out what was really going on, okay? That they were really being marked by the beast, okay? When they really became aware here. You're supposed to be protecting children, okay? They were doing SES magic, okay? I feel like whoever was doing the SEX magic is infected with something. And that's why they envious of you, because they give it to you here. Yeah, or even if they weren't trying to necessarily give it to you here, they just envious of you. Because yeah, you're not burning. Wow, you're not in hell. Wow. And now it's like they want to feed on your energy. Wow. You were born 1989? Yeah, I told you what I tell you about a loose end. I ain't making this up. Even if I try to make it look like suicide. Yep. This is somebody, oh, special delivery. I have something. Yeah, that was the devil. That was the government. Yeah, like, oh my gosh. I'm trying to tell you, I just gave this message. I'm trying to tell you. While I was watching the sequel to The Craft, y'all, I didn't even know The Craft had a part two. You know, remember I was talking about the power of three? And literally God sent me The Craft. Because they want to take something from you here. They know this society, this industry, the government, they know that you've come back, you've returned. Wow. The gods have returned. God has returned. See? And it's crazy, it was unexpected too. I wasn't expecting nobody comes to my house. And there was this black car, and I went to go see who it was. And I was like, okay, well, let me go see. They drove off quickly, and it was parked in the street. It's like they just tried to pull up and pop up at my house. Unexpectedly. Nobody called. I don't even know who these people are. Nobody really knows where I live here. Look. Look. You're putting shit together. Crime stoppers. Spiritual stoppers in the building. Our seeds. Superstar seeds. Yeah. Agents of Satan is busy. I'm trying to tell you, I've seen Archangel Michael, the music industry. Told you. Told you. And God works in mysterious ways. Wow. I'm trying to tell you, the stars they sacrifice is coming back to life. Look, told you. Archangel Michael telling the motherfucking truth. Yup. This is the industry. Told you. Told you. The truth about the industry is being exposed or revealed. Okay? That's not your sin. You didn't do nothing. Okay? You wasn't thirsty or desperate for fame. You stayed in your lane, trying to tell you, look, because you a star seed. You have telepathic ability. And they wanted your life. I'm hearing, that's why they call you, I'm hearing strife, something like that. I guess because I just like to rhyme. Yeah, but it got rejected. Shipping container. Exporting, something about your ex is possessive. Tried to bind your gifts. So your ex was sent in to bind your gifts. To keep you asleep. They tried to see you a handler. Someone who was already into society. Yeah, agent of Satan trying to tell you in the military. This person could have had a military affiliation. Look, MK Ultra. Didn't I say a handler? Duh, psychic, tap in with your girl. Tap in with your girl. What I say come out at the end of the day. That's why I said that's why they want your gifts. These people, they envious of you instead of respecting you, instead of asking you, threatened by you, trying to blackmail you, trying to say you're anything but a gift from heaven and from hell. Okay? You are from heaven and from hell. Period. See? Look at these people. Look what they do to the innocent. Look what they do to the youth and animals too. They couldn't bind you. Okay, whatever binding spell that was on your gift is being revoked, it's being removed. They can no longer harvest you. Okay? You're not an organ donor. They wanted somebody's organs or something like that here. That's why somebody was kidnapped. Confirmation. They tried to do SES magic through the blood. Look. And they LGBTQ. I'm trying to tell you. Trying to tell you. Look. Energetically intruding. Look at that camera. But they're being watched too. You might even have to get a restraining order on this person because he might be or she might be going crazy. Because the backfire of this magic. It's like now they're overly possessive. Somebody could be 25 years old. You could met this person when they were 25, when you were 25. 2005. Somebody could drive a 2005 car. Wow. Libra. There's a Libra reader, a karmic Libra reader who wanted your gift or wanted to become a reader because you were a reader, because you're a psychic medium. And now they're trying to hide their involvement here. And every witch and karmic reader that was in this cult with them or in this coven with them, they're all feeling it. And they're very much paranoid. They might get on their camera and pretend like they're not. Oh, but they definitely are here. And they do a lot of root work, voodoo, dolls, and all that type of stuff going on. Because they're being exposed. Look at undercover. Private investigation. Look. Somebody's gonna find out. Somebody could end up committing, or they could be unalived in jail because they're a loose end. They have some type of evidence. Somebody's being investigated. It might seem like they did something to themselves, but they didn't. It was definitely a homicide. That's why God tell you to release these addictions. A nasty female, a nasty male, a nasty drug. And I'm talking to the people who try to sell their soul for money and recognition, for power and influence. Somebody could be 27, 2007. Confirmation. Sagittarius. Somebody could have Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah, possessive. Try to bind you. Now they're being bound. Okay, just like the crab, from harming themselves or harming others. Yeah, damn, to death. See, everybody is part of this, even the mortician. They got this pact to unjustly, even the judges who have been unjustly prosecuting people because they're getting into it with these people that they sign contracts with. Oaths, blood oaths, contracts with. Vow to secrecy and silence. Larry talking about something. He's so attracted to me. And they even tried, and they sent me one donation. Yeah, help the homeless. Okay, somebody could be homeless and same sex or something like that. Maybe somebody could have judged you because you have the same sex. Okay, but it says hiding it. So somebody is down low. And this down low person, I don't know. Wow, look at sold they soul to be popular. Incubus, succubus energy, I'm trying to tell you. Okay? Tap in with the psychic oracle. Tap in with the psychic oracle. You're a psychic oracle. Look at the Hunger Games. Katniss. Okay, look. Guilty. Guilty. Trying to hide their involvement. Okay? Okay? In traffic. Bumper to bumper. Look, now they fighting amongst themselves. Yeah. We already know who that is in the music industry. It's 5 people though. There's multiple people involved. Yep, look, hidden enemies, family, frenemies, neighborhood watch. The hologram initiation. Okay? You're starting to remember who you are. And they're trying to control the population, scamming, a fraud, hacking your devices, using your devices to spy on you. Yeah, because you have superpowers. Okay? And you're being recorded. You know that they're being recorded anyways. Under investigation here. This death is under investigation. There's a death that's being under investigation. I feel like there's new evidence or new witnesses. Somebody is possessed by a sex demon. Somebody trying to cover it up by setting things on fire. Okay, now look. Now they done lost their mind. Now they got schizophrenia from all this spell work they've been doing. That's that bad luck, bad karma. Now they hearing things. Look, now they hearing things. Now they gonna plead insanity. Plead insanity. 211. Yep, they showing up. Look, they showing up to court drunk, and how they getting these drugs in jail? Look, keep quiet, guilty by association. Somebody's paid to be quiet here. Somebody could be telling them to be quiet. Just be quiet. We're gonna get you some type of passport. We're gonna get you out the country. People leaving the country. That's why people going to foreign countries here. Yep. Yep. They get root work on you because they're envious of you. And they try to get your children. Yeah, like I said, see? Look, medical malpractice. I'm trying to tell you there's something about your DNA because you won't be quiet. You can't be silenced. You got rid of these enemies who are trying to tell you to not speak up about what's really going on just because they're like, oh, but this is this person, and nobody give a fuck about who the devil disguises himself as or herself as. You trying to tell me just because your favorite celebrity is a freaking vampire and they come to suck your blood, or a zombie, you won't shoot them in the head just because that's Beyonce? Not trying to come at Beyonce, but I'm just saying, that's how people be acting. Oh, that's Lady Gaga. I'm hearing Kristen Stewart. Oh, that's Jay-Z. Oh, Diddy. People are capable of a lot more than you think. A zombie is a zombie, and I'll be damned if I let him come eat my brain. Straight to the head. Straight to the head. Harvest my energy. Yeah. They don't support life. Okay, you're healthy. You don't have a terminal illness. You got your test, okay? Tested this year. I'm gonna let y'all know. No HIV, no herpes. People could be saying like you got incurable diseases or some shit like that, and you don't. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. You know, you tell a fool a lie, they'll spread it like the cowards they are. Okay? You don't hate people. You love people. Yeah, they were being tested. They need to be tested. You don't do root work. Yeah. Trying to tell you, only work you do is spiritual, healing, awakening people to the hologram, a warrior in training, a phoenix rising, kundalini, sacred fire. Okay, you don't have to hide. If you're gay, you're gay. Okay? But if God didn't create you with ovaries, okay, you can't compete. And I feel like that's what this envy. Look, a real man already know you have a penis. This could be a man. This could be a woman who has a penis. I'm like, I already know. Real men know. Confirmation. Confirmation. They see you live. They're watching you. They're on live. Trying to get your attention. But the same way you ignore me, the same way I'm going to ignore you. Yeah. Duh, psychic. What you talking about? What are we really saying? What are we really doing? I know when I'm being watched. And I know your intentions. Yeah. Okay? The sins in foreign countries. Okay? The shipments. They feel like because they ain't in a foreign country, they can do whatever they want to. That's why they take them over there. They feel like they don't have to pay for their sins. They can live out their nasty fantasies. And then they come back to America and they think that they don't have to pay. Oh, they got to pay. Look, the devil taking it all back. Straight facts. Straight facts. Look, I'm just a messenger. See, they getting told on. Questions are being answered at this time. Yep. Couldn't give it to you. You ain't spreading that shit. You ain't got that shit. Yeah. 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 That's why them evil demons, they whispering to them. Them handlers talking with them too. Now they finna plead insanity. I'm trying to tell you. Confirmation. Look, told you. This person from the foreign, they got somebody in a foreign country, whatever like that. Look, committing sins against the universe. Greed. Getting root work for money and stuff like that. They envious. Now all that lust, okay? All that greed, everything eating up at them. Somebody pick a foreign, maybe like I said, Caribbean. Somebody went to a foreign country so they can do it. They learned this from this root work or whatever like that, traveling different ways to learn how to do root work, voodoo, and all that type of stuff. Somebody's very well studied, but they should have been studying the light, okay, instead of just the darkness, okay? Something about a past life. Yeah, damn, foreign country again. Root work, voodoo. It's not a secret. This person is very vocal. Yeah, look, secret in reverse. Okay? This person could have been an exotic dancer, or you are. Okay, or maybe just take stripper classes, you know what I'm saying? Just to work out. But like I said, this person doesn't keep it a secret. Like, yeah, I do root work, voodoo work. This is this person. Now somebody's probably wanting you to help them deliver because they were a fraud. They could have been saying like, oh, we do deliverance. This is a false prophet, false preachers, things of that nature. These people going down to receiving karma, paranoid. Yeah, they handlers are affecting them. Affecting and infecting. Mental, physical deterioration is what I'm hearing. Okay, scamming people out their money. Okay? Now they're seeking deliverance. Now they're seeking deliverance. Take this witchcraft, take this root work, take this spell off of me. Take these demons off of me. The demons I put on everybody else, I don't want to carry them. I don't want to have it. Like I said, they don't even know what fear is. Coming to fuck with you. Trying to tell you, look, power hungry. This person wants to pay God in your life. They're entitled. They're controlling. Okay? And they're power hungry. This person has a huge ego. That's what I'm hearing. Got a big ego. Told you, look, false prophet, casting out demons, lying. Paid actors, up in church, doing voodoo and root work in foreign countries, frauding the people so they can be seen. Yeah, all for money and power. That's what I mean. First you get that money, then you get that power. Shoot, I need to get my nails fixed. See, they losing it all. Told you that power and that money is being reversed. They done even lost their ability to give birth. Trying to take yours. Confirmation. Damn, it's 222, y'all. It's literally 222 right now. Okay, there could be a storm coming. 222. I feel like you're the storm. Trust your vision. Channel for source. Trust your vision. Trust your intuition. Wow, y'all. Let's do one more. Is there anyone out here who would like to? Ooh, that's too many. Yeah, debt. Now they gotta pay up. Now they gotta pay up. Because that, look, it's biblical. Trying to tell you, I'll check out that message. You're the balance between good and evil. Yeah. They got their own sins now. You know how they tried to say, oh, we unalive Christ because Christ wanted to give his blood for your sins. Fuck that. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. Okay? If he in there, he ain't happy, look. If he in there, he ain't happy. Yeah. That's your own sin you gotta carry. Okay? I didn't commit those crimes. Confirmation. I didn't commit those crimes. Yeah. Yep, judgment. Awakening people into remembrance who you really are. A prophet, a magician, a psychic alchemist, musician, like I said, music industry. You're going through judgment. Okay? You know that you are magical. You know that you are the key. Try to tell you they're trying to open a door or a portal for negativity. Okay? They thought they could control you. Trying to keep you drunk in love is also what I'm hearing. Yeah, so they can be sneaky in and out. They thought they wouldn't get caught. You need something on sold their soul. Yeah, now they heartbroken. Look, somebody could be having a heart attack. Okay? They betrayed you. It's almost like they wanted to destroy love, destroyer of the soul. Okay? Don't fear the one who destroys the body, but fear the one who destroys both body. And doesn't this look like the boulder? They tried to keep this hidden. They tried to keep this consciousness hidden. They tried to keep you hidden. They tried to keep you asleep. So you wouldn't receive. So you wouldn't light the way. They didn't want you to see. Okay? They don't want you to see. They want you to believe that wisdom is demonic. That knowledge is demonic. That's why the serpent energy, okay? The Lilith energy. They want you to fear knowledge, even though knowledge is love. See, they wanted you to remain ignorant, broken, unhappy, soulless, thinking that life is a game. Okay? Being in that Rolling Stone energy, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing TLC. You can buy a head if it won't grow. You can fix your nose if you said so. You can buy all the makeup the man can make. But if you can't look inside you, now who am I to be in the position to make you feel so damn pretty? I make you feel I'm pretty too. Yeah, they didn't see this. Yeah, that they would have to carry their own sins, their own burdens. That it was going to be so heavy. Now they got back issues because there's demons on it. They carrying their sins. That's why they back hurt. Forgive yourself. Okay? Repent. Okay? Now they being threatened here. Accounts frozen, and I said that before. Trying to threaten a real prophet. Yeah. You were hidden in plain sight. They didn't know that you was a prophet. Okay? They didn't know you had a direct connection to Christ. They know now. They know now. If you don't know, now you know. I'm hearing Notorious B.I.G. Yeah, see, somebody like, hey, go talk to this person. Okay? To distract this person here. Yep. At night. Yep. So they would stay somewhere. Yeah. Trying to tell you a high priestess, you already know. Yep. Somebody's going to jail. And that's why I said they tried to cover it up. They fought to unjustly prosecute somebody for these crimes. Yeah, in the past. Notorious B.I.G. Yep, look, at the car, look. Boom, boom, boom. And I just, look, an angel, a guardian angel is coming towards you here. Told you. Okay, these stars, okay, these musicians that were sacrificed for their life, maybe they didn't even know, or whatever, they coming back, they telling their story through you, through psychic mediums. And that's why these other people that be doing this work is like, you know, people exposing us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna believe them, but people are waking up. They're starting to put two and two together. Somebody could be 22, 29 years old, okay, born 1992. Born 2003, okay? Somebody could be 30, 23 to 33, okay? That's what I'm picking up. Oh, child. Motherfuckers flying monkeys, for real. I'm gonna tell you about this channel message. Yeah, somebody put money on somebody's head. They was paid to do some type of shooting, okay? To shoot up someone's car or a building at some type of event or after party, okay? Yeah, that's Notorious B.I.G., right? This person was fighting for their life. They didn't survive. Okay? People were definitely working together, but there's evidence that this was a premeditated altercation here. And somebody made a call on when to move. Okay? Yeah, this person ain't going nowhere. This person ain't going nowhere. Look, that's the truth. New evidence is being presented. This evidence is being presented here. Yep. Yep. Death in reverse. Okay? Death is being avenged. The Empress. Okay? Faith. Somebody been holding back, holding evidence. Okay? And what happened in the past in this car. Okay? Angels in the outfit. I hear Jesus take the wheel. Okay? Yeah, the high priestess, another woman, was love bombing. They feel like somebody didn't belong there. Okay? Somebody was fighting for their life, I'm trying to tell you. Crazy. Look, there go the shots fired. There go the shots fired. 8 of Wands. Trying to tell you. Yeah. Because they didn't want somebody to move on. Okay? They wanted to put God in somebody's life. Yep. Now they're finna hit the Tower of Babylon. Yep. Yep. Communication is coming in. This is about to be communicated. I feel like this is going to be shocking. Okay? Shocking communication. Okay? Yeah, and somebody sees that they have to walk away. It's not a game. Okay? Yeah, they didn't really love you. Okay? After you sign this contract, it's like, whew, everything changed. That's what I'm hearing. I remember the day you used to love me. Wow, the King of Cups. I remember. Yep, look. Wow, in the past. Wow. I don't know why, but this is giving like, because he married Faith and then he was hiding little Kim. Somebody decided to stop working with someone here and block someone here. Somebody was being greedy with some type of money. Somebody was holding somebody's finances. Yeah, look. Whoa. All I know is whoever got this money from this insurance policy on this person's life, they had something to do with it. Yep, and justice finna come to their ass. Now they're finna be in the 5 of Pentacles. It's over. And somebody is out in the cold. They felt left out in the cold because somebody wanted to leave. So they wanted confirmation. They wanted you to feel it's 2, 3, 4. Somebody wanted somebody to feel, yeah, now they about to be reminded of some type of debt. You owe me. Somebody felt like you owe me. You can't, like, you owe me. Damn. And that's why they put this hit out on this person. Somebody felt betrayed here. Yep. Wow, with the 5 of Swords. Stop playing with me. So that's why something was taken offline. They wanted to take somebody off the map. Wow, I'm trying to tell you, because they were angry. This person could not control their anger. And that's the truth. The Emperor, the CEO, okay, demonic record exec, okay, and this person got a lot of fame, recognition too, with the 6 of Wands. Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull some more. Let me pull some more energy. This is crazy, y'all. I gotta keep up with the time though. Whew. All that was concealed is being revealed. I'm telling the truth. Look, they said, please don't do it. Please don't do it. So they were already warned. They were already warned. They're not going to be able, look, premeditated. Everything I say comes out at the end of the day. Didn't I say it was premeditated in the beginning of this live? We're just not catching this live. Okay, rewind it back. Fabricated lies. It's almost like somebody, yeah, at a strip club. This could be a strip club, strippers, after party, like I said. See, with these people trying to distract them, Jezebel. Yep, secret hideout. Like I said, they're trying to hide from their involvement. Yeah, trying to make something seem like it was from natural causes and it wasn't. Yeah, hit and run. Masked identity. It was a hit. It was a hit. They had on masks. Okay? They were tampering with evidence. Yeah, and I'm telling the truth. See, she's telling the truth. Trust the guru. Yeah, look at the body language. Look. You can tell. Okay, your aunt. Okay, something about your aunt's body language. Your aunt could be a stripper. Your aunt could have been doing voodoo work on you too. It doesn't have to be your mother's sister, but it could be somebody that you call auntie. Yeah, from a strip club, hit, trying to hide their involvement, their identity, but they can't. Okay, you could tell they look. Okay, this person could be bisexual. Your aunt could be bisexual because we got trans. Your aunt could be a trans. Okay. Or transition, or it's going to pass away. Okay, look at, I told you, look. Told you they, look, hired the hit. Hired the hit. Yeah, and tried to bury it. Told you they were tampering with evidence. Okay? Tampering with evidence here. It's a lot of people, they're coming up with knife wounds, okay? Stab wounds. So this is not the original weapon. That's what I'm picking up. Yeah. It's a lot of violence too. A lot of random attacks from loose ends. Yeah, it's missing. Okay? Somebody's weapon is missing, or like they can't find the weapon or whatever like that. Look, I told you, bad side effects. Everything I say. They're feeling the side effects. They're feeling the side effects of their actions here. Okay? Now they're going schizophrenic. Okay? Because this person is a sociopath, a habitual liar. That blood is on their hands. Look at the body language. I'm trying to tell you. That's why they vandalized something, because they were tampering with evidence here. There's nothing about you artificial. This is not a simulation. This is not a game. Yeah, check their body language. Yeah, these witches and these warlocks. Yeah, judgment is being called on them, and now they're scared. They wasn't scared when they was with them demons. Okay? Your demons are way scarier. Okay? Yeah, underground tunnels, laundering, underground, hotel, motel, trapping out the hotel, motel, trapping. Yeah, look. Look what they did to their children. Look what they did to their children for money and fame. People was doing this to their children here. Yeah, for money. For money. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, cheating. What I tell you? A crime of passion? It's crazy. Somebody could have got caught cheating. I told you, freezer. Somebody could have tried to put you in a freezer. Tried to freeze your assets. I'm trying to tell you. Cold. Because they found out somebody was cheating. So they hired an assassin. Damn. Damn. This is crazy. Wow. Somebody is insane. Told you, look. Assault with a deadly weapon. Okay, boat and train. I'm picking up Aaliyah too. With the plane. Somebody cheated on their husband or their wife. Wow. I'm just picking up like you'll never think, because this person could have grew up in the church. I'm also picking up Whitney Houston too. Somebody could have a military background. Okay, whoever this hired, they grew up in the church and they come from a military background. Wow, check the autopsy. Look, operation backfired. Confirmation. Somebody could have been in their brother's car. Yeah, whatever they did, they can't transmute it here. They can't get rid of it. They couldn't get rid of it. They didn't get rid of it. So somebody kept this weapon. Wow. Yeah, I keep saying check the medical records. They could be trying to blackmail someone, like threatening your brother. Trying to blackmail someone's brother. Wow. Your brother was involved in this. Somebody copied somebody's key because they wanted some type of revenge. Okay, somebody could have copied somebody's hotel key, so that's why it was like, it wasn't no forced entry. Wow. I feel like how somebody died was not, like they really had more injuries to their body than what was being reported here. Yeah. Check the autopsy. Somebody is cheating the autopsy. Okay? Somebody was tortured. Yeah. Damn, and they could have even raped this person. Religious con, going to jail, arrested. Like I said, you will never think, because this person seemed like they always in the church. I'm trying to tell you. Or they come from the church or whatever the case may be. But they're a con. And they're about to be arrested for their involvement in something here. Told you. Look. Saying I'm a man of God, I'm a woman of God. Yeah, somebody was suffocated, literally. Yeah, somebody's a producer. I see Rod Wave on here. Yeah, look, they say you know too much. Wow. Somebody could have made a phone call too. Look, mental health stalker. Ooh. You transmitting this energy. Illegal traffic stop. I told you. I told you. Because you know too much, but it's going back, but it's backfiring. Okay? Somebody might have to go to witness protection. Okay? Because something's on private investigation. But I told you, look, didn't I tell you on my last live somebody's gonna get fed to the reptilians? Yep, somebody's still alive. Trading places. Somebody tried to trade places with you. Or somebody was still alive and there wasn't any drugs involved. So now I'm picking up like Michael Jackson energy too. Something is being frozen, hidden, stopped. The freezer. What is this freezer energy? Non-verbal. Wow. They could have been taking advantage of somebody. That's the reason why somebody is non-verbal. Something backfired. Whatever they was doing, they done fuck with their kids. Look, proven guilty. Somebody's finna get, I'm trying to tell you, somebody's finna get, how did I get life? Oh, I saw so many, man, I'm trying to tell you. Look, it took a note, look, the doctor. All that was concealed, it's not a secret. It's not a secret. They're gonna get fed to the same demons they were giving offerings to, they were feeding. They about to get fed to the same demons they were feeding. 111 in the chat. Yeah, your ex-lover. Experiencing bad side effects. They were told not to do something. Your uncle could be involved as well. Somebody was very promiscuous. They could have been trying to set you up. Yeah, proven guilty. Stolen property. Somebody's a thief. Yeah, when it comes to this insurance policy, a home, they stole your property. Okay, and some of them, they tried to unalive you or swap destiny with you so they can do it. Yeah, they're about to be found proven guilty in a court of law. Yep. 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 Sweet but psycho. I told you. Somebody comes off of very sweet but they crazy. Yeah. They still alive. They might have thought that they sacrificed this person, these unalive, these individuals, but you're a psychic medium, they're still alive. Okay? And they're speaking through you. Their truth through you. Yeah, about these parties, what's going on in these mansions, these houses, these hotels. Okay? Could have met this person at a bar. Talking about broken bones. They're wanted. An inside job. Somebody could have broke something, set up, Squid Game by the code. They tried to set you up here. It's okay. To be sacrificed. Satanic ritual. Okay? And their plan was to basically unalive you. Set you up. Do all types of shit to you. But God works in mysterious ways. Somebody had a farm. Somebody could be a farmer. Home invasion. I told you, but they finna get arrested here. Like I said, somebody had a copy of your key. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Threatening, trying to blackmail you. Yep. Storage unit, families involved. And that's the truth. This ain't no lie. Fabricated lies in reverse. Family was involved. Okay, that's why they knew all the information that they needed. Enemies closer than you think. Your ex-boyfriend, your ex-best friend. Yep, a male. Family was involved. A male family member. A false male prophet. Told you. Look, your mother-in-law was involved as well. Might be going to jail. Sweet but psycho. This person was sweet but psycho. But this person was doing some type of satanic ritual over your life. Multiple people were involved. Military, British intelligence, bringing that shit in. Bringing that shit in. Hey, how are you? Hey, Rose. Yep, look, they involved here. Okay, and these parties too. Okay? That's why a lot of people, they fleeing. They try to bury things, set it on fire. There could be somebody who targeting strippers and they trying to bury it in the woods, okay? Hotel motels. Okay? Explosion. Okay, something went off. Something went off. Okay? And this was an inside job. Okay? Boom. And this was a satanic ritual. 9/11. Multiple people were involved. These people were involved. Yeah. And they're trying to cover up their involvement by setting everything on fire. Trying to make it look like wildfire. Yep. Look. Yeah, they tried to buy your uncle out because he's, look, death records, death row could also be significant as well. Yeah, we know what that happened. Female. Yep. On record. Okay? Somebody confessed to the death of a female on record here. A bar, mall, or store. Using a yard tool or some type of tool here. Somebody was saying, that's just my friend. They found out that their husband was cheating. Damn. They made her body cold. Damn. Yeah, your wife is crazy. Yeah, wow. Train, boat, airplane. This is crazy. Okay, look, I said aunt on the down low. Okay, this could be an aunt that has sexual feelings for you. This could be something happening to your uncle and your aunt and your family. Or they could have been dealing with this. Maybe your aunt could be with somebody who's down low. Okay? Somebody was going to expose somebody from being down low. That's why they was shot. Because they didn't want to be down low or something. But they signed an NDA. Yeah, this female is just a friend, look. Or this male. I'm trying to tell you, look, dead female on record. Yeah. Okay? Oh, that's just a friend. Tampering with evidence. Crazy, y'all. On the down low. Because somebody knows somebody was on the down low. I'm trying to tell you. And they signed an NDA. This person could end up coming up missing, okay? Or maybe this person's been MIA. You feel me? This person could be MIA. They're trying to hide their involvement. They was pimping, okay? They was prostituting at some point. Yeah, inside job, celebrity and a star. Damn. Okay, there's a lot of people who's going to be under investigation too. They could have been working out the strip clubs too. Yeah. Because you know too much. All your friends are dead. Karma. They all had some type of involvement. People dropping like flies, y'all. Because they want to be selling their soul for money and fame. And then they want to come to the world crying. Well, repent. But you still have to live out your sentence. Okay? You do the crime, you got to do the time. Regardless if you're forgiven by the divine. People think that that's what they teach in church. That's what they teach in religion. Repent and all will be forgiven. Yeah, it's forgiven, but it's not forgotten. Okay? It's forgiven, but it's not forgotten. Point blank period. Look, demons are being exposed. It's like, I love you. I unconditionally love you. But you're getting judgment for this work that you've done. Okay? And unfortunately, it's heartbreaking to somebody's children. Somebody wants to speak to you, but it's like, it doesn't serve you. Okay? This could be your child's father as well. Because you already know. You already know. I'm hearing love don't live here anymore. That's what I hear. That could be significant. Like I said, this is already fated. These are fated events. Yeah. God already seen this play out. And this is what activated your gifts. Yeah, they gotta carry their own sins. I'm not gonna sacrifice my life for your sin. Are you crazy? I'm in the upright. I have a strong spine. Yeah, Brokeback Mountain. Ooh, I'm dead, y'all. That's so funny. I may be dead, but at least I'm dead with a soul. But at least I have a soul, okay? Look, but at least I still have a soul. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard from the people that did that to these other angels, these other earth angels, these other sun seeds. Yeah, because they couldn't control their anger and their greed. Yeah, I may be dead, but at least I have a soul. Yeah, I died with my soul. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you can be praying for somebody who's under the weather right now here. Yeah, they like, what? They shocked. Okay, you got a nice guy, you got abundance, okay, new love is coming in for you and all that. You're happy, you're healed. Okay? Yeah, you're happy, you're healed. Your prayers are being answered. Okay, in the near future. Okay? Yeah, they're jealous and envious of you and your family. Whole community of people. But it is what it is. This is your good luck, your good karma here. Okay? Cry me a fucking river. Confirmation. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. Oh, cry me a river. The veil has been lifted. Okay? Now you know. Yep. Okay, look at it. Grand Rising.